From designer clothing to swanky schools to taxpayer-funded vacations, Tiffany Trump sure knows how to splash her cash.
Tiffany's representative also confirmed her pregnancy to multiple outlets.
President Donald Trump's Inauguration Day was more than just a political event. It was a high-fashion spectacle, with each attendee making a statement.
Tiffany Trump's appearance at the 2025 inauguration is the talk of the town.
Tiffany Trump, the only child from Donald Trump's second wife, Marla Maples, has flown under the radar for most of her life.
And it's not hard to see why. From her shimmering gown to her glowing pregnancy, she turned heads and sparked endless conversations. There appears to be some stories behind the subtle details of her dress, the unexpected color choice, and the deeper message it might hold. But why has her look caused such a stir, even overshadowing other attendees? Join us as we dive into the fascinating story behind Tiffany's inauguration appearance and why it's creating such a buzz. Tiffany Trump's inauguration. Look that stunned everyone. It was a day of tradition, history, and surprises. At the January 20th, 2025 inauguration,
for weeks now, we've told you how the build-up to Inauguration Day means a lot of security enhancements all across the district.
As the spotlight shone on Donald Trump being sworn in for his second term, there were also other unexpected moments that people just won't stop talking about. One of those is Tiffany Trump's grand entrance. Her dazzling look and her graceful presence created a moment no one will forget. Tiffany didn't come alone. With her husband, Michael Boulos, by her side, she walked into the event with confidence and poise. But what caught everyone's attention immediately was Tiffany herself. Her dress, her composure, and even her pregnancy.
She's gonna have a baby, so that's nice.
Donald Trump is going to be a grandpa once again.
Everything about her said she was here to make an impression. You'll want to watch this video to the end, because there's just so much about her look that has people talking. Tiffany's gown, a dove gray masterpiece, was an elegant choice that showed her growing baby bump in the most tasteful way. The dress had an off-the-shoulder design with a sparkly, embellished top that sparkled under the lights. The dress fit her perfectly, flowing elegantly as she moved. The soft, muted tone of the dress perfectly complemented her radiant skin, making her look every bit a star of the evening. This gown wasn't just any outfit. It was a carefully chosen piece that reflected her style evolution. Over the years, Tiffany has become known for her ability to combine modern trends with classic elegance. She has often collaborated with top designers and emerging talents.
Well, I think Tao's an incredible individual, first out. Secondly, her clothes are impeccable, from her blazers to her pants to...
And her choices always spark conversations in the fashion world. What made her appearance even more remarkable was how she carried herself. Pregnancy didn't slow her down or make her hesitate. Instead, Tiffany embraced it, using the moment to shine brighter. Her confidence was evident in every step she took. With her husband's support, she radiated happiness. Tiffany's journey in fashion has always been an interesting one. Years ago, she was often seen at New York events, wearing bold and trendy outfits.
Tiffany Trump has found a seatmate at New York Fashion Week. Whoopi Goldberg quickly came to Trump's defense and offered to sit next to her at upcoming New York Fashion Week show.
One notable moment was in 2011, when she attended a theater event in a chic black mini dress paired with statement heels. Back then, her choices were youthful and playful, reflecting her life as a young socialite. But as her role shifted, so did her wardrobe. Tiffany's style started to mature during her father's first presidency. At formal events, she began favoring tailored dresses, sleek silhouettes, and more polished looks. Each appearance showed her growth, not just as a person, but as a fashion icon in her own right. Her inauguration look this year was a continuation of that evolution. Tiffany chose a design that celebrated her current stage of life: a mother-to-be, a supportive daughter, and a woman comfortable in her own skin. Her choice to wear an embellished gown showed she wasn't afraid to stand out, and the soft gray color added a sense of grace and elegance to her look. It's worth mentioning that this isn't the first time Tiffany has turned heads with her style. During her father's 2017 inauguration, she wore a stunning gown that set social media abuzz. It was a glamorous moment, but it also marked the start of her transition into a more refined public figure. Every outfit since then has built on that moment, showing a consistent commitment to making thoughtful, impactful choices. As we reflect on her appearance at this year's inauguration, it appears that Tiffany has mastered the art of making a statement without saying a word. Her dress wasn't just a fashion choice, it was a symbol of her journey. It showed how far she's come, not just as a Trump, but as Tiffany, a woman carving out her own identity in the public eye. And let's not forget the way she handled the spotlight. Despite being pregnant, she showed no signs of discomfort or hesitation.
Tiffany Trump is pregnant, according to the former president. He told this to an audience of Detroit.
Instead, she used the moment to wow the crowd. From the way her gown flowed as she walked to her radiant smile, Tiffany proved she knows how to make an entrance. Her pregnancy wasn't hidden or downplayed. It was celebrated in the most elegant way possible. As we look back at Tiffany's style journey, it's just fascinating to see how she's grown. From a New York socialite in bold outfits to a sophisticated public figure, her wardrobe has always told a story. Each outfit reflects her changing roles, her personal growth, and her ability to stay true to herself while evolving with the times. Tiffany Trump's appearance at the 2025 inauguration was more than just a fashion moment. It was a celebration of her past, her present, and her future. Her choice to shine while pregnant, support her family, and embrace her style. Evolution shows the world that she's more than just a former first daughter. Tiffany is a woman who knows how to command attention, tell a story, and leave a lasting impression. With her growing family and her undeniable fashion sense, Tiffany Trump is sure to keep surprising us with her choices. Whether she's at a political event,
Tiffany Trump hosted an event in Tampa, Florida, in support of her father's presidency, and Tiffany dressed in a vivid pink number as she took the stage.
a casual outing, or a red carpet. She just knows how to make every moment count. Keep watching as we explore the stories behind her most memorable looks. The stories behind Tiffany Trump's stunning look. Behind the glamour and elegance of Tiffany's appearance was a team of stylists, designers, and makeup artists who worked tirelessly to craft her unforgettable look. The effort that went into perfecting her outfit was nothing short of remarkable, and the stories surrounding it are just as intriguing as the event itself. It all started with the team who brought Tiffany's vision to life. According to reports, her gown was designed by Zuhair Murad, the Lebanese fashion designer and stylist who has been working at least since 2017. This collaboration with the renowned designer isn't new for Tiffany, as she has consistently leaned on high-profile designers to curate her public appearances. What made the collaboration even more notable was the timing. Dressing a Trump family member for such a major occasion wasn't just a creative challenge. It came with its share of controversy. Many designers have faced backlash for working with the Trumps in the past, and this inauguration was no exception. Some fashion houses declined to participate, citing political reasons, while others embraced the opportunity, viewing it as a chance to showcase their art on a global stage. Amidst this divide, one name stood out. But for Tiffany, it wasn't just about the dress. Her hair and makeup added some level of sophistication to her overall appearance. Her hairstylist, who has been part of her glam team for years, opted for long, loose curls that framed her face beautifully. The makeup was kept natural, with a focus on glowing skin and soft pink tones that enhanced her features without overpowering her look. Interestingly, Tiffany wasn't the only one making waves with her fashion choices. Melania Trump, always a style icon, also turned heads with what she wore.
Melania Trump has often been spotted wearing some of the fashion world's most expensive pieces.
For the inauguration, Melania wore a dark navy blue skirt and jacket set, along with a wide-brimmed hat. Like Tiffany, Melania's look was a product of careful planning and collaboration with some of the best names in fashion. The men in the Trump family took a more traditional approach to their attire. Donald Trump and his sons were dressed in classic suits, sticking to the simple yet formal style that suits political events. While their outfits didn't make headlines the way Tiffany's and others did, they contributed to the overall tone of the event, one of elegance and tradition. However, the fashion buzz didn't come without its share of controversies. As reports began to surface about the designers who dressed the Trumps, criticism quickly followed. Some fashion industry insiders argued that working with the family was a risky move, given the polarizing nature of their political legacy. When Zuhair Murad took to his Instagram to share the design he made for Tiffany, for example, he was called a traitor. This was due to his Arab heritage. Some of President Trump's plans for Gaza haven't exactly sat well with the people.
President Trump of advocating ethnic cleansing after he proposed relocating most of Gaza's residents to neighboring Arab countries.
And, Zuhair being an Arab designer, the critics believe he shouldn't even be designing for the Trump family, let alone being proud of it. Others, however, defended the designer, stating that fashion should be about artistry and creativity, not politics. But then a common belief in the fashion industry is that the situation is only one of the many challenges that comes with balancing professional integrity with public opinion. Dressing a public figure like Tiffany Trump is an honor and a responsibility that anybody would love. You want to create something that represents their personality while also respecting the significance of the event. It's never an easy task, but it's always rewarding. And despite the backlash, the Trump women managed to steal the spotlight with their impeccable style. And while Melania's choice to wear an American designer was undoubtedly the highlight, Tiffany's style also got people talking. The inauguration wasn't just about fashion, though. It only reminds us of how much thought and effort goes into creating memorable moments. From the carefully coordinated outfits to the detailed planning of the event, every detail was designed to leave a lasting impression. Tiffany's appearance, in particular, was a proof of the power of teamwork and the magic that happens when creativity and vision come together. As the day unfolded, more stories began to emerge about the preparation leading up to the event. Even after the event, the buzz around Tiffany's look continued. Social media was flooded with posts praising her elegance and grace, with many users admiring her choice. Besides, it's moments like these that remind us why fashion plays such an important role in events like inaugurations. It's not just about what people wear. It's about the stories their outfits tell. Tiffany Trump's gown wasn't just a piece of fabric. It was a reflection of her journey, her personality, and what the day means. And as we look back on the 2025 inauguration, Tiffany's look will go down in history as one of the most talked about moments. From the designers who brought her vision to life to the controversies that surrounded the event, every detail contributed to a story that's as fascinating as it is unforgettable. Stay tuned for more insights into the Trump family's fashion choices and the stories behind them. It is only the beginning of what promises to be an exciting journey through style, glamour, and history. Keep watching as we explore the color choices and their hidden messages. The color of choices and their hidden messages. While Tiffany's silver gray dress sparkled beautifully under the bright lights, some critics felt it lacked the boldness expected of such a monumental occasion. This sparked a lively debate about her choice of color and how it compared to the outfits of others in attendance. Tiffany's gray dress, crafted with precision and detail, was undoubtedly a showstopper. However, some fashion analysts argued that the color choice didn't make the statement it could have. They believed a brighter or bolder shade might have better reflected the grandeur of the moment. According to Yahoo Entertainment, Tiffany's dress, while sophisticated, fell flat when placed side by side with the vibrant and symbolic ensembles of others. The muted tone, while elegant, seemed to lack the energy many associate with celebrations and triumph. This sentiment became even more evident when compared to Ivanka Trump's choice of attire. Ivanka opted for a stunning white gown.
Ivanka Trump's Liberty Ball gown. Ivanka was, quote, honored to wear the dress inspired by Aubrey's, adding that she is, quote, incredibly grateful for the Arnault family and the Givenchy atelier for creating this masterpiece.
White, often symbolizing purity and hope, sent a clear message of optimism and grace. Vogue highlighted that Ivanka's choice was deeply intentional, representing a fresh start and a nod to unity. In contrast, Tiffany's gray dress raised questions about whether it was meant to convey something deeper, such as a sense of subtlety or quiet strength. The differences between the two sisters' gowns were obvious. Ivanka's dress featured beautiful embroidery and a flattering fit. Tiffany's, while equally well-tailored, relied on its shining fabric for impact, lacking the added details that made Ivanka's stand out. This contrast led many to wonder, was Tiffany's subdued approach a deliberate attempt to step out of the spotlight? Or was it simply a missed opportunity to make a stronger impression? But Tiffany wasn't the only one whose outfit stirred discussion. The 2025 inaugural ball saw a mix of fashion hits and misses, as highlighted by various media outlets. According to ABC News, Melania Trump once again proved her status as a style icon with her navy blue gown that combined regal elegance with modern design. Her dress, designed by an American brand, was praised for its impeccable tailoring and understated glamour. Melania's choice to support a homegrown designer also earned her accolades for promoting American talent. On the other hand, some attendees faced harsher critiques. While the men's simple black suits were deemed appropriate but predictable, a few guests took risks that didn't quite pay off. This only added to the appreciation for Tiffany's and Ivanka's more polished and thoughtful choices. Still, the debate over Tiffany's gray dress remained. Supporters argued that the subtle color allowed her natural beauty and pregnancy glow to take center stage. Others speculated that the choice of gray might have been a nod to neutrality or an effort to avoid overshadowing her father's political message. Whether intentional or not, the subdued tone sparked curiosity about the deeper meaning behind her gown. Adding to the intrigue was how Tiffany's look compared to the broader fashion landscape of the event. The 2025 inaugural outfits were rated on various scales, from elegance to risk-taking. While Tiffany's dress was considered safe, it was far from being a fashion disaster. In fact, some critics praised her for embracing a classic style that very much reflects her personality. Her dress may not have been the boldest, but it reflected her understated charm and quiet confidence. The discussion about Tiffany's dress also extended to its practical aspects. Given her pregnancy, the gown's design needed to balance comfort with style. The dress had a perfect silhouette and soft fabric which achieved just that, allowing her to move gracefully throughout the evening. This was no small feat, considering the pressure and scrutiny that come with such a high-profile event. Interestingly, some attendees used their outfits to make bold statements. One prominent fashion designer who attended the ball wore a vibrant red suit as a symbolic gesture, representing resilience and passion. Another guest turned heads with a gown made entirely of sustainable materials, showing a commitment to environmental awareness. As the evening wore on, the spotlight continued to shift between Tiffany and Ivanka, with their contrasting styles becoming a focal point of discussion. Tiffany's seemed to speak of quiet grace and resilience. The contrast showcased the sisters' unique personalities and styles. By the end of the night, one thing was clear: Tiffany's dress, whether considered a hit or a miss, left a lasting impression. It sparked conversations about color, symbolism, and the role of fashion in moments of political and personal significance. More importantly, it reminded us that behind every outfit is a story waiting to be told. As we continue to reflect on the fashion moments of the 2025 inauguration, one question lingers. Was Tiffany's choice of gray a missed opportunity or a subtle statement of elegance? The answer may lie in how we interpret the different meanings behind her look. For now, her dress remains a topic of fascination, ensuring that her presence at the inauguration will be remembered for years to come. The best is yet to come. Stay tuned as we uncover more stories from this iconic event and the fashion choices that made headlines. Tiffany Trump beyond the inauguration. After the 2025 inauguration concluded, the Trump children gathered for a series of photos that quickly made rounds online.
Group photo with Ivanka Trump, Tiffany Trump, Lara Trump, and Michael Boulos, moments before his dad, Donald Trump, was sworn in as the 47th President of the United States.
With the nation watching, Tiffany Trump stood alongside her siblings, radiating elegance and poise in her shimmering gray gown. The family's united front was a statement of strength, but Tiffany's presence brought its own intrigue. Unlike her older siblings, she has often kept a relatively low profile. Yet, this event has reignited curiosity about her life, her choices, and her unique place in the Trump legacy. While Tiffany's stunning dress and her glowing pregnancy drew attention during the inauguration, the public fascination extends far beyond her fashion choices. She has carved out her own path, distinct from the political and business-driven narratives of her family. Tiffany, now 31, has been balancing her role as a member of one of America's most scrutinized families with her personal ambitions. And this inauguration appearance has prompted a renewed interest in her story. Born to Donald Trump and actress Marla Maples, Tiffany grew up away from the constant spotlight of Trump Tower. Raised by her mother in California, she was distanced from her father's high-profile business world and the intense media focus that her half-siblings experienced. This West Coast upbringing gave her a more grounded and quieter childhood, but it also set her apart from her siblings, who were immersed in the Trump brand from an early age. After graduating from the University of Pennsylvania, Tiffany briefly pursued a career in law, earning her degree from Georgetown University Law Center. While she hasn't actively practiced law, her education speaks to her intellectual depth and drive to establish herself beyond her family's name. During her studies, Tiffany maintained a relatively low social media profile, focusing instead on personal growth and academics. In 2021, Tiffany married Michael Boulos, a businessman with Lebanese and French roots.
Tiffany Trump married Michael Boulos on Saturday in Palm Beach, Florida.
Michael, whose family runs a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate in Nigeria, brought a global dimension to Tiffany's life. The two reportedly met in Greece in 2018 and have been inseparable since. Their wedding, held at Mar-a-Lago, was a lavish affair, drawing attention for its grandeur and the couple's obvious affection for one another. Michael Boulos has been described as a quiet yet highly influential figure in international business. His family's wealth and connections make him a powerful partner for Tiffany. But their relationship seems to go beyond mere status. Friends and family have often commented on their shared values and mutual respect, with Tiffany crediting Michael for providing stability and support as she manages her role in the public eye. Tiffany's connection to Michael has also brought her closer to international circles. She has spent considerable time abroad, attending high-profile events and familiarizing herself with cultural experiences. These ventures have given her a unique perspective, making her more than just Donald Trump's daughter. Her relationship with Michael has opened doors to a world far removed from the Trump family's usual arenas of business and politics. In addition to her marriage, Tiffany has also made headlines for her evolving public image. While she has often been perceived as the most private of the Trump children, recent years have seen her step into the spotlight more confidently. From attending fashion shows to making carefully planned public appearances, Tiffany has shown that she is ready to embrace her platform on her own terms. Her presence at the inauguration, pregnant and glowing, was a statement in itself. It symbolized her transition into a new chapter of her life: motherhood. As she stood beside her siblings for photos, it was clear that Tiffany is no longer just a part of the Trump family legacy. She is carving out a legacy of her own. Despite the scrutiny that comes with being a Trump, she continues to show resilience and grace, facing the public with a quiet strength that sets her apart. Even her fashion choices reflect this balance of tradition and individuality. While her gray gown at the inauguration may have sparked debate, it also highlighted her ability to make subtle yet impactful statements. The dress, designed with careful attention to detail, was a nod to her preference for understated elegance. It showed that Tiffany doesn't need to be loud to command attention. Her presence speaks for itself. The inauguration photos, shared widely on social media, captured Tiffany not only as a part of the Trump family, but also as a woman standing confidently in her own right. Her journey from a quiet California upbringing to international recognition shows her determination and adaptability. Whether it's her education, her marriage, or her growing family, Tiffany Trump continues to inspire those who follow her story. And with every step she takes, she reminds us that there is always more to the person behind the headlines. What do you think about Tiffany's look and the attention it's received? Could there be more to it than meets the eye? Let us know in the comments below. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video on your screen. You'll absolutely enjoy it.